Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of savings accounts, specifically Ally Bank's savings account. Now, Ally Bank has become a popular choice in recent years, especially for those looking for a high-yield savings option. But before you jump in and start shoveling all your cash over, there's one crucial question: how much can you actually deposit? Cut to screen with title card, Ally Savings Account Deposit Limits. That's right, deposit limits. Every bank account, including savings accounts, has restrictions on how much money you can add in a single transaction or over a certain period. It might seem counterintuitive. Why would a bank limit your deposits? Well, there are a few reasons. Banks need to manage their own risk and ensure they have enough cash on hand to meet their customers' needs. Deposit limits also help prevent fraud and money laundering. Cut back to narrator. So, with Ally Savings, what are the specific deposit limits we're looking at? Here's the breakdown. Individual deposits. There's no hard limit on a single deposit you make into your Ally Savings account. That means you can technically deposit any amount you want in one go, as long as the funds are coming from a legitimate source. Text on screen: individual deposits, no limits. Sounds great, right? Well, hold on a sec. While there's no set limit, Ally does monitor deposit activity, especially for large sums. If you're planning on depositing a significant amount, say, tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's a good idea to give Ally a heads up beforehand. This helps them track the source of the funds and avoid any potential issues. Cut to screen with title card, Ally Savings Account Daily Deposit Limits. Daily deposit limits. Now, here's where things get interesting. Ally does have daily deposit limits in place to manage their own cash flow. These limits are not publicly disclosed, but from what users have reported online, they seem to be around $25,000 to $50,000 per day. Text on screen: daily deposit limits estimated $25,000-$50,000. Again, these are just estimates, and the actual limit might vary depending on your account history and Ally's internal risk assessment. If you need to deposit more than the daily limit, you'll have to wait until the next business day or consider splitting the deposit into smaller chunks spread over a few days. Cut back to narrator. Now, what about those of you who get regular paychecks or deposits exceeding the daily limit? Ally offers a solution: ACH transfers. ACH, or Automated Clearing House, is a network that facilitates electronic bank transfers. You can link your Ally Savings account to your employer or another bank account and set up recurring ACH transfers. These transfers typically take a few business days to clear, but they bypass the daily deposit limit hassle. Text on screen: ACH transfers bypass daily limits. Here's a heads up though: some banks might have their own limits on outgoing ACH transfers, so double check with your originating bank to avoid any surprises. Cut to screen with title card, Ally Savings Account Other Considerations. Other considerations. While deposit limits are a key factor, there are a few other things to keep in mind with Ally Savings. Regulation D. There's a federal regulation called Regulation D that limits the number of withdrawals you can make from a savings account each month to 6. Ally follows this regulation, so keep that in mind if you plan on frequently accessing your savings. Minimum balance. Ally Savings doesn't have a minimum balance requirement to open or maintain the account. However, to qualify for the advertised interest rate, you'll need to maintain a certain minimum balance each month. Check Ally's website for the current minimum balance requirement. Cut back to narrator. Alright, folks, that's all you need to know about deposit limits for Ally Savings accounts. Remember, there's technically no limit on individual deposits, but daily deposit limits are likely in place. ACH transfers can be a good way to work around these daily limits, but be mindful of any limitations your originating bank might have. As always, it's best to check with Ally directly if you have any questions or plan on depositing a significant amount. Upbeat music swells briefly and fades out. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy saving.